I keep getting thrown these rib tattoos, and, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna change the rib tattoo, and I'm gonna show everybody in the room that I'm not afraid to tattoo ribs, and I can do a clean and solid job.
For this elimination tattoo, we're testing your attention to detail. This week, you must tattoo one of my favorite images, a pinup.
Game time.
Details in pinups are super important because the proportions are so small. It's a very delicate process.
Now let's meet your canvases.
A football theme.
Where?
Ribs.
I ain't scared of no ribs, playboy. Let me get it.
Canvases, one by one, reveal the name on the bottom of your skull.
Jamie.
Steve gives me the rib cage. I'm flattered that people continue trying to throw me under the bus. I got broad shoulders, so pile that on.
Yeah, so we're going on left. Rib cage.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
What kind of a ink master are you if you can't tattoo what they want where they want it?
Being on the side of the body there, I really want to get some kind of a more lateral motion to it.
I'm doing it right on the rib cage, right what he asked for. My gonna be clean.
I'm not uncomfortable doing it on your ribs. It'll be just fine.
If we could round their butt off and maybe hike them up just a hair.
You want to bring the garters up higher?
Yeah.
My canvas is being overly picky.
I just want to make sure I didn't get some little pencil body on there. You know how small that girl is.
Oh, no, I definitely had to muscle her up a little bit.
I think it's a trust issue, but he's got no choice. He's just gonna have to trust me.
I'll go run a copy and then we'll stick it on you.
He's gonna have to just go along for the ride and let me drive the bus. That's what I'm here to do.
I think a lot of the guys would have been scared to try this on the side. It's an intimidating spot for some people on lower ability levels.
My strategy at this point in the game is to try to win. My pinup girl is gonna be solid. All my lines are clean. I'm gonna have by far the most detail. It's going to be epic.
I can't miss.
This week, we asked you to tattoo a pinup as gorgeous as the real thing, based solely on your photos. We were testing your attention to detail. Jamie, so what did your client want?
Football player pinup on his ribs.
This jersey and this outfit is awesome.
I like the attention to detail in the face. You showed people in this room how to do a face. You did simple hair, but you did nice strands in it.
I'm back in my groove, I think.
You did it on the ribs. It's just as clean on the ribs as it would have been on the arm, and that shows us that you know what you're doing.
For this elimination tattoo, you'll have 6 hours to create a Celtic tattoo.
What the Celtic? The last time I did a Celtic design was once upon a very long time ago that I do not remember.
Let's meet your canvases.
A Celtic starfish on my rib cage.
Are you open for suggestions from the tattoo artist?
No.
Good to know.
A Celtic starfish. She don't want no suggestions from the artist.
Craig's just tired of listening to Josh's mouth. Josh just needs to shut the up and just pack his bags and go home.
Canvases, one by one, please read the name on the bottom of your skull.
Joshua.
Celtic starfish on her ribs. She's perfect for Josh.
I don't mind tattooing rib cages. Craig was trying to give me a challenge in this one, but it's gonna work to my advantage. My canvas, she wants a Celtic starfish on her side. It's really, really nice and fits you really well. I like it a lot. I'm gonna focus on making sure that all my lines are absolutely perfect.
How are you doing here, Mr. Quiet Machines?
My back hurts. I ran like 1,000 lines.
Right.
That's about my day. Dude, maybe you should go and finish your tattoo.
Looks wonderful.
What a sweetheart.
Today, we asked you to show us clean lines in a Celtic tattoo. Joshua?
I have one big problem with this tattoo.
Okay.
It wasn't the first one of the day so that I could reference your tattoo with everybody else's. Big problem. This is a perfect goddamn outline. It's consistently the same width all the way throughout the tattoo. It's very clean on one of the hardest surfaces.
You're very meticulous on every crossing of the lines here, all the way down to the center where it gets really intense. You really shined on the line work.
There was a statement made by Jimmy that I can't draw. I drew this goddamn thing. So,
Good for you.
thank you.
Even better.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Joshua.
Congratulations, Josh. You gave the challenge exactly what it was that we were looking for. A straight, clean, one-pass outline. You nailed it. Good job, man.
Thank you.
This week, we're testing proportion.
Proportion is the size of objects in relation to other objects in a tattoo.
Today, you must all tattoo the same subject, a Japanese snake.
Damn it.
Snakes are one of the most symbolic creatures in traditional Japanese tattooing.
Traditional Japanese is really hard because it has a whole lot of rules in it. And if you don't know them, you can't follow them. And the one guy who's gonna judge you is Taki, and he's gonna nail the out of you.
There is one more obstacle you must face today. All of the canvases want their tattoos on their ribs.
Of course they do.
Ribs? You've got to be kidding me.
The ribs is one of the most painful areas. With snakes, it's gonna be hard to make those long, sweeping lines.
Let's meet your canvases.
I want a badass snake tattoo on my left rib cage.
And you have your other ribs done too, right?
Yes.
I want a colored snake on my right rib.
And you have your other ribs done?
No.
Do you have any other tattoos?
I have little tattoos.
Rib pieces are extremely painful.
Here.
And if you only have a couple of little teeny tiny tattoos,
nervous?
A little.
Then you have no idea what you're in store for.
I like to get a black and gray cobra going in and out my ribs.
Did he say going in and out of his ribs?
Japanese skin ribs.
That'll be an awesome one.
Canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Maddie?
Sausage.
So you'd want the mouth open?
Definitely want the mouth open, and I like sharp teeth. It just makes it look more vicious.
I'm really excited about this elimination tattoo. I get a chance to do a really big, ballsy, badass snake.
That's a big tattoo to color in a few hours.
Hanging in there?
Oh, good.
I plan to show proportion with the relation of the size of the flowers to the size of the snake and the size of the snake's head to the size of the snake's body.
God damn, look how big that is.
I see a big opportunity for me to take this.
Sausage, were you struggling with the fact that it was a cobra and keeping it Japanese?
Yeah, it's been really difficult. I was hoping to put like flowers or leaves or stuff like that, and he's just not game for it. There's no prize for 5th place. The only prize is the title of Ink Master.
The skull is an interesting choice.
On a lot of the research that I was doing, there's a lot of snakes and skulls. I've worked so hard to get this far. I need to win this. If the snake can go with the skull, then I'm gonna put a cobra with the skull.
Today, you had to show your mastery of proportion by tattooing a Japanese snake on your canvas's ribs. Maddie.
As far as proportion goes, I really like not only the proportion of the snake to the flowers, but also just the proportion of the snake itself, the length versus the head. I like the way it fits the body.
Looking at this much tattooing, it's definitely impressive at the amount of coverage that you got and the proficiency that you have doing what you do. Really a nice job.
I think there's design flaws, but overall, it's well balanced, it's well proportioned. Good art is good art in any culture. You want good flow, you want good placement, good proportion. I think you pulled that off with this one.
Hey, thank you.
Sausage.
I think your big shortcoming is proportion. This skull is just really small. If I could believe this snake was really coiling into a skull, it would make the snake a lot more dynamic.
If I would have made the skull any bigger, it would have taken away from the cobra itself.
You could have done the same snake wrapped around a bigger skull, and the snake still would have been the hero. As far as the background, I like the soft, subtle, little bit of background. You didn't just take a big spot out of his ribs. You kind of put something that fit. The background, being nice and subtle like that, I think helped you out.
The judges have determined a winner. The best tattoo of the day goes to Maddie.
Thank you. The proportion you showed in this tattoo and the simple layout of it is what collectively we all liked, and you definitely stood out for composition.
Congratulations, Maddie. This week, we're testing gradation.
Gradation is going from super dark to super light and having a nice smooth transition in between.
There is no better test of gradation than a black and gray tattoo.
I'm known for bold color tattoos, not my black and gray work. This is gonna be tough.
And you must tattoo one of the most iconic black and gray images. Christ on the cross.
Jesus is such a recognizable image, any mistakes are gonna be seen from a mile away. The room for error just got smaller.
Let's meet your canvases.
Where do you want your Jesus?
On my shin.
Are you open to somebody changing your mind?
No.
What about if they say, I'd like to move it to an easier spot?
No, I'm pretty sure.
He's being very deliberate.
What if they tell you it's gonna hurt?
I know it's gonna hurt.
Clearly, I've made a big impression on the other artists by continuously moving the placement.
Where do you want it?
On the side, right here.
You gonna let anyone talk you out of it? Everyone here should get what they want. You're the canvases. You should tell these artists, no one's gonna stop me from getting what I want.
All right, canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Josh.
Big surprise, I got the rib cage again. This is my chance once and for all to shut up all the haters, prove that I can do a rib tattoo, and I'm gonna nail it.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
You think I should move this to his leg?
I mean, that is your MO, dude, to get off the ribs.
I think I got a bunch of talkers to prove something to, so might as well just do what the guy wants.
Big piece there, bro.
Trying to shut some people up. I am so tired of everybody telling me that I can't do a rib tattoo. That's not something that I'm afraid of. I am doing the biggest tattoo possible on this guy's side. Normally, I would have told you all this stuff and talked you out of it, but not today. This is my chance to shut up all the haters. I'm really gonna prove a point. I can't give them any reason whatsoever to not give me the title.
Today you had to show smooth gradation by tattooing head-to-head with our guest judge, black and gray expert, Tommy Montoya. Josh.
You hit gradation out of the park. The front leg on this tattoo is beautiful. To me, that's your highlight of the whole tattoo.
To be honest, it doesn't look that far from my shading. My only complaint is that it's not on my ribs.
Time to poll the judges. Who had the best tattoo of the day?
I like Josh. It just was clean, it was consistent.
Josh and I have been rivals since last time he was here, and I always tell him that his designs are stiff and rigid, and today you found your flow.
Final decision.
Josh.
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 Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
There's no better way to show your fundamentals than by tattooing a style that leaves you no room for errors. Illustrative black work.
Ooh. Yeah, bring it on.
Using only lines of different lengths and widths, you must create texture, depth, and contrast in your image. Since there's no color or shading, the smallest flaw in your fundamentals will be obvious.
Line work, cake. I'm ready to prove myself.
Let's meet your canvases.
I want a blackwork demonic goat head with a crescent moon, roses, and a raven on my ribs.
Ooh. The ribs is probably one of the hardest areas to tattoo. You're constantly breathing, you're constantly moving, and in order to run a straight line, that person has to be still as possible.
All right, canvases, one by one, please read the name on the bottom of your skull.
Let's guard the ribs. Artistic skin design.
Old Town Ink, you're just trying to throw me a big rib tattoo, but joke's on you. I actually don't mind tattooing ribs.
How you doing so far?
Peachy.
Peachy. The ribs are a very, very sensitive area.
It's just like a vicious kitten is giving you a little tickle.
Just find your happy places. Not in this competition to wuss out.
Oh, yeah.
If he can sit through it, we can sit through it.
That looks great, sweetheart.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals. Artistic skin designs. I love this tattoo, especially in these eyes. The fact that you got them so dark and wet with the line work.
I love the effects that you pulled off. The lines on the horns really create the contour and the shape and design of what we're looking at. Overall, it came out so strong.
Thank you.
Time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
For me, it's artistic skin design. It's the most dynamic. It's the one.
I think hands down, it's a landslide on that one.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day, second week in a row, goes to artistic skin design. Congratulations. Today, you must tattoo a pinup.
Pinups, boy.
We are looking for a full head-to-toe pinup tattoo.
Full body.
I've never done a pinup in my life. When you have to do a face that's the size of a quarter, that's not a fun face to do.
Let's meet your canvases.
American football, pinup on my ribs.
I've been lied to before.
Yeah, you guys are always lying about the ribs. Tell me something that's gonna make me believe you.
I don't want a hairy pinup on my leg.
Fair enough.
Wow. We're getting the ribs. It's a given.
Listen, if you get ribs, just tell them no. You can't do a body on the ribs. It's stupid.
Canvases. One by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Bob?
Yep.
There it is.
I knew it. Always give me the ribs.
Better him than you.
I'm not afraid of tattooed ribs if you confidently can tell me that you could sit to the maximum of 6 hours without moving, you know, just staying calm, then I'm totally down.
I keep getting thrown these rib tattoos, and, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna change the rib tattoo, and I'm gonna show everybody in the room that I'm not afraid to tattoo ribs, and I can do a clean and solid job.
We're staying on the ribs, man.
We gonna do ribs, we're gonna do ribs. It's gonna be a battle for both of us. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. You know, I was trying to take it easy on you because it's a rib piece that we're trying to get done. And normally take multiple sessions on those.
I didn't come into this competition to show that, like, I can tattoo a thigh every day. I'm gonna show them that I can tattoo any part of the body.
It'll be grand once it's done. It'll be worth every second of pain.
Today, you had to show artistry, tattooing a pinup. Let's see how you did. Bob.
This tattoo is really clean for the ribs. Your outline on this is very nice. I like the divot in the center of the arm, and I really love the helmet. Nice light, dark black shaded on the bottom.
You prove yourself in this tattoo.
Good job, Bob.
Thanks. Keep them coming, Frank.